Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Elspeth Tokens. Elspeth Tokens is a Boros deck because we have one red card in there. But other than that, it's just white. And tokens, because we got token generators in here like crazy. And we do have a new card from Dragonstorm, Elspeth the Stormslayer, who synergizes with us at the deck perfectly fine. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host. All glory to the Hypnotoad, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, posted by Poor Planeswalker, called Boros Elspeth Tokens. Borosatitos Elspeth Tokens. That's what we're playing today. The interesting part is, man, we've got one red card called Urabrask Forge. But, you know, if you got a deck that you're going to put one red card into, Urabrask Forge is going to be that card. Great. I'm down. In fact, that's the primary reason why I played this, because Urabrask Forge was in here. All right, so congratulations. You've attracted my attention. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. We're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to talk about how this deck should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. All right, so what is this deck about? Well, we're going to create tokens. We're going to create lots of tokens. Who's going to create tokens? Let's just hope it has something to do with Elspeth. Let's start with the Elspeths. There are two of them in here, right? What do we got? One of them there and three of them here, so that's four total. So Elspeth the Storm, let's go to Elspeth the old one, right? Old Elspeth. There she is. She's totally an angel now instead of just a regular planeswalker. But she creates a token, which is great, and it has lifelink. Otherwise, you could do -2 to put 2 Popo counters on a target creature, and it becomes an angel and has flying. And then for -6, you can return all non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less, which would be everything from here over, from your graveyard to the battlefield. Fantastic, but you got to get her up to -6 to do it. Whatever. That's cool. I think I pulled it off maybe once. It seems hard. People are always gunning for her like crazy. But we are putting out tokens, and that's great. She pumps up when you put out tokens. Here's Elspeth Stormslayer. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, you create twice that many tokens as are created instead. That's what this deck is about. Twice. Anytime you can double anything, that's what you want to do. If you could triple it, that's even better. For +1, you put out a white soldier token. Now, Elspeth's guys are better because they got lifelink, but this Elspeth, she just puts it out for 1. 1 and 1 for a weaker one. But for 0, you put 1 Popo counter on each creature you control, and they all gain flying until the end of turn. Oh, suddenly things are looking really good for this one. For 0, this one's -2 for 2 Popo on 1 creature. This is 1 Popo on each creature. And then for -3, which is cheap, and you can do it straight off the bat, destroy target creature and opponent controls with mana value of 3 or greater. Dragon. The doubling effects are strong here. So even if she puts out her own creature, she's putting out 2 soldiers. So all of a sudden, for 1 extra mana, this Elspeth is light years ahead of the old one. All right, so now we got those guys done. Let's take a look at everybody else. What does this one do? Put out a token. And then what happens if you sacrifice it? You get another token. And you get to, well, that's it. You put out tokens, gain life, and scry a little bit. But this is cheap token generation. Just get rid of anything except for artifacts and battles, pretty much. This wing duplicates any token you got. And then it, when it comes out, when one of our tokens draw cards. So it's a card draw thing. That's what it is. And then for a single one, you create a duplicative token. And then for 4, all your token creatures get +2/+2. And that is fantastic because when you have, this deck will have a lot of tokens. And if they all got 2/2/2, you got a swarm of mini beefy dudes ready to do some beefy things. Anytime a cheap dude comes into play, you draw a card. So you got lots of card draw from this guy. Split up, there's a board wipe. You can destroy all tapped or all untapped. Temporary lockdown gets rid of all your guys. So maybe you might want to start. Well, you could build guys just constantly with this deck. It almost doesn't matter, but wipe out your opponent's dude early. Urabrask Forge puts out a guy each turn that gets stronger and stronger each turn, has trample, and gets killed at the end of the turn. Beza, if you are outnumbered, it'll put out a couple of fish. If they got more life, it'll give you more life. And if they got more cards, it'll give you more cards. Other than that, you just get a 4/5 for 4. I personally hate Beza, but everybody else loves Beza, so there you go. Beza's in it. We're only one, so whatevs. Day of Judgment wipes the board. Virtual Loyalty puts out a token with Vigilance, and then at the beginning of your end step, put a Popo counter on each creature you control and untap them all. This can be devastating given time, and it's only 5, which makes it like the cheapest virtue out there. Everything else is usually like 7. At 5, this one just gets your guys going. So between this and the Caretaker's Talent, your little token guys are going to get beefy. This puts out 2 flying guys when it enters the battlefield whenever it attacks. This guy puts out Popo counters on stuff. This puts out token fish. And that's pretty much it. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to control the board. We're going to wipe it. And we're going to put out creatures like crazy. And we're going to duplicate him with the Storm Slayer. And we're going to put out guys like nuts. And we're going to get them strong. And if we have to wipe the board, too bad, we'll do it. And we'll just start rebuilding from the ashes again. Stronger and faster than what our opponents can do. All right, that's it. That's the deck. Now, before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sheoldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush your enemies, see them driven before us, and hear lamentations of the women. All right, playing against neosubatomic. We got 3 good mana. That's okay. Some easy, cheap stuff growing up. That's good. I love Elspeth the Stormslayer. All right, putting out our slow land. There's turn 2, unless his turn 2 is even better than I can think of. What an incredible Verge. They have Verge, that's something we don't use in American English. What a tool. You can't counter spells. Is you gonna try to do that again to me? I'm gonna put out something else, which I'm sure you're gonna try if you got it. Stealing my cards. Oh, we got the 5 we need for the Stormslayer. That's cool. This guy's looking pretty Grixis-y. Get lost, doesn't do artifacts. We're kind of screwed for that. Yeah, I'm not worried about 1. That's a great card, but Urabrask Forge is bad for us. And we can't do anything about Urabrask Forge. I have anything to take care of Urabrask Forge? Not even temporary lockdown. Nah, I don't see it. Life gain is going to help a lot. Oh, he's playing my Urabrask Forge. That's who he's grabbed. Urabrask Forge, you were mine. You traitor. Yeah, I was thinking it was a weird card for him, but no, he's totally cool with it. That's a Decadent Dragon speaking. I think he's playing the same card sleeves I am. No, those are my cards. You can see it right there. Battles are not enchantments. These sure seem like it. Welcome back, my squiggly friend. He did stop me from getting life gain, though. That is a problem. All right, if I do put out Elspeth, he'll probably try to go after it. And then that's less stuff happening to me and more time on my side. He's not really doing anything. I'm going to push this aside. I don't think I'm going to need it. Welcome. All right, so my path forward is attempting to Caretaker's Talent my way to super tokens. What do I need? 3, 4, and 4 more is 8. I'm not going to be real close to 8 mana, so this will take me a couple turns. He likes my cards better than his own. Did you get another Urabrask Forge for me? All right, single white. We'll pick this guy. He was my favorite. We'll create another guy with 2 guys at that. Now let's take it in. If I doesn't wipe the board, we're going to be in a really good spot. All right, so I get my get lost. We'll get something lost here. The worst thing you could do would be to wipe the board. That would be extraordinarily bad. All right, he's up to 4. You don't like Elspeth at all, huh? All right, fine. You forced me to do it. Pump it up. You wipe out my board? Is that what you think you're going to do? It's too little too late, though. That's the problem. All right, I got 6 dudes right there. I think I got enough what it takes to get around. I could just get lost in right now and just win it, but let's just go for it. There's so many ways I can remove that dragon. You try to do something tricksy here. I mean, I got like whatever it is, like 18 right there, which makes this over 20 between all of it. All right, -6. Did very well. Very well. Victory! Rank up. Alright, we're playing against Duke. Keep. Alright, why would I keep this? But I don't know, we'll just play it. It's a weird deck. It's a silly thing. Ooh, 2 Elspeths now. All right. No, that's 5. This is 4. That's 3. We're climbing. Ooh, I got a glimmer. Look at my glimmer, everybody. Shake your bushy tail. Looks like Harry Potter's here to fight off some ghost wraiths, whatever those things were called. He's got his Patronus out. All right, that dragon's been making the rounds. And land ho. What's this guy gonna do? I'm not even sure what this color is called anymore. It's something people usually don't play. Green, black, blue. I don't remember what that thing's called. That's what he hated, that one, huh? Pow! Let's draw some cards there. There we go. Alright, what is her Super Saiyan ability? Destroy target creature and opponent controlled mana value 3 or greater. That guy's 3 or greater. Temporary lockdown. Let's make a copy, as one does, which then double copies and draws a card. Ooh, we picked up 2 lands. What a fantastic way to be. This kind of reminds me of the mobilized deck. Elspeth would be fantastic with mobilizers. Sweet googly she would be. The mobilized deck I was playing yesterday didn't have anything greater than 3 mana. At 5, she's super expensive. If we play a more expensive mobilized deck, Elspeth's definitely going to be there. Worst part is my big defense here is Day of Judgment. All right, you want to put it out, man? What a hose beast. All right, I'm going to Enduring Innocence, another one. And we'll Carrot Cake. And we'll pop. Oh, yeah, that's the way to go. Too bad I don't have 3 mana. Just got a bunch of smokers here blowing their smoke rings. Like a Caretaker's talent, get this guy pumped up. Who's he going to do? Another board wipe? Dude, I could just keep doing that over and over again is the problem. All right, let's start off with the Urabrask Forge, as one does. And there we go. And he's a winner. Victory dinner. Victory. All right, then again, it's cheesy. 30-16. Am I really going to live with that? No. All right, I'll keep that. Keep. What are we going to get rid of here? Carrot Cake. This is really hope we're going to grow here. That's what we got going on. A lot of faith. Oh, we got... Just play 2 out of the 3 cards we got there. Yeah, Elspeth totally gets the tokens thing going big time. Good. All right, I'm going to put this out. Because no matter what, as long as he doesn't exile it, we've got a lot of card value coming out of that thing. Oh, no! Playing big guys, temporary lockdown is going to be trash. Four, huh? This seems like a bad idea. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Get him. Exile there. He did have the exile. That's what exiles became the go-to just because of glimmers. What a hose beast. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like Beza. I mean, in this deck, it has the potential for doing stuff, but I don't like him at all. That's not a great idea, is it? Let's see if we can go get ourselves some mana. That'd be great. Nope, that's not going to count for anything. Let's do it again. Yeah, I'll keep that. That's fine. I'll tell you, we'll keep this open. We can pop it on his turn, I think. Yeah, we can sacrifice on his turn. We'll see what he puts out if I need to get lost it. You can see the, you can see my friend there, Urabrask. He gave up on the ability to counter it. And we win! Suck it, cheesy! In your face! And I'm playing against DrifterQueen. Good. Alright. I like everything we got going on here. I wish I had a little bit more red, but this deck is big time white, so I guess we're okay. Temporary lockdown. Man, have 2 or less. You are definitely 2 or less. Let's see what else he does. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I can take it. All right, Urabrask Forge. We're cool. Let's rage in with the fury of a 1/1 Forgeling. Oh, you're being naughty now. I do not particularly care for that. All right, let's lock this down. Get our boy back. You're my boy, Urabrask. Like he tried to steal it from himself. What a jerk. He didn't try to steal it, but you saw that. It moved up there like it was his. All right, one more. We could Elspeth it. That'll be really good. Should I get it now? Let's just set things up. We'll throw this out. Let's pop this. Level it up. Make a duplicate. All right, we got 5, which means Elspeth will come out next turn. Will we be able to keep her alive is the question. Here we got Giada. Everybody's so low. We're just playing the game at this moment. Destroy all tapped. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oops. No, I'm fine. I got plenty of mana. Yeah, that sucks. That card always screws me over. Yep. Well, I got more where that comes from, but... That's 2 cards I just wasted. I didn't get to take care of. Let's see if I can recover from that. Yeah, untapped. Untapped. All right, well, Steel Seraph is beyond the 2 anyway. Or I guess it doesn't matter. It's tapped and untapped kind of situation. I could have been able to do it. All right, we're going to blow this taco stand. It's going to look a lot like this. Destroy all creatures. And let's put out something nice. And we pulled it. Get him! Alright, hopefully we can keep him pinned down so he just puts out like 1 per turn or something. A baby maker. Certainly is. Alright, we are going to get lost. We have our pal right there. And let's put out Elspeth. There we go. And we pulled it out still. Victory! Alright, we're playing again. Spider Ash 07. Double out 7. Spider Ash. Mulligan. All right, we'll keep this weird Archangel aspect here, though. Nothing till 3. Weird. I thought these were the same cards for a long time. This one has just a little bit more stuff on top, but no, it's different. These first 2 are pretty much the same, though. Well, this one has lifelink on it. This one doesn't. I'm going to get rid of the old one just because I want to play with the first one. Ooh, nice choice of fish. Mine's rainbow. Look out, Scorpion. This guy playing red, huh? That is one trippy red. All right. All right, 3. Let's get the card draw going. Temporary lockdown could be cool if he goes cheap. We lose a lot if we did really lockdown. I mean, he's just killing everything, isn't he? All right, there's nothing for you, hippie. Nothing. Urabrask Forge. Draw me a card. Nice. Now I got some combo action going there. Tick tock, draw me a card. 4, which means Overlord can come out. I'll tell you what, let's do this instead. Yoink. There's 2 of them, and we're drawing cards, and everybody's having a good time. The synergy is strong in this deck. What am I going to do about her? All right, let us put out... What do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4. That's a lot of chomping right there. You can block 1. Have a good time. What do you do, by the way? Whenever non-dragon enters, create an additional 5/5. Dragons will get blah, 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 whatever. You're trying to dragon me, baby. All right, well, that's it for poor Elspeth. It was nice to see you, my friend. Pop. All right, come on, all the rest of the way. I don't got the mana for it. Oh, the humanity. All right, if I attack with those guys, they're all going to die. Go get them. It's fine. Trust me, you're going to be fine, Forgeling. Everything's good. I have no mana. What do you think is going to happen here? Next turn we get everything pumped, things are going to be much better. He's got 0 cards. That's really good, though. This guy's a toaster crispy, unless you get something really good on that draw right there. You could have killed one of them. All right, good for you, baby. He's charging. He's charging again. All right, there we go. 2 of them down, out of the way. He's got 1 mana, 2 mana. He's got the weirdest mana. Chakaka. Up. All right, that's it. I think we got it. And we win. Boom, boom, boom. Goes the room. Victory. All right, so we're with Elspeth tokens. Elspeth meaning the new Elspeth from Dragonstorm, which is the Storm Slayer. And she was fantastic. I mean, what was great about her is the fact that we got a lot of things creating tokens, and we would create twice as many. She would be so incredibly good in a mobilized deck. I'm sure we're going to see it. But lo and behold, she was great in this deck. It was felt kind of expensive. But this is really a control deck is what it was. And we were going crazy on control. Trying to see where was all the controls. Split up, Day of Judgment, temporary lockdown. There we go. So we got a bunch of potential board wipes going on. And that's all. That's pretty much what spells us into the later part of the game, mid to late game, that allows everything else to happen. But yeah, having Elspeth on the board while you put out an Overlord gets you like 4 moths. Those things are fantastic. Plus, we could create a lot more using the Caretaker's talent and get all your tokens +2/+2. That pretty much ends the game. Urabrask Forge is just a ticking time bomb. Just they have to deal with it. Otherwise, they're over way too soon. You get this thing spun up to full blast while Urabrask Forge is out there, and those guys are nasty way too soon. So altogether, yeah, this is a standard deck. Elspeth Archangel has been working great with tokens for quite a while, but Elspeth Stormslayer with putting the doubling effect out there, fantastic. I mean, because really her abilities of the +1 and +0 are the same that this one has. Slightly different, but very, very, very close. And that -3, I like it a lot. Being able to take out a mana of a creature with a mana value of 3 or greater, yes, suck it. Because, it's almost like Liliana there, where, you just do a -2 in that case. They get to choose what they want to do. -3 in your case, you get to take out something big of your own choice. So that is fantastic. All right, so let's get to it. Who is the MVP? The MVP to this deck, like I think I've already said, is Elspeth Stormslayer. She was the engine that got this thing beating at a tremendous level. So incredibly good. Yeah, she's what made this deck so much better than it was. It was a good deck anyway, but you put Elspeth in there and it was just overload. It was the roids that made this thing totally plump up. All right, yeah, so congratulations, Elspeth. There's not really much discussion here. You are the MVP of this deck. Congratulations, you're going to Disneyland. Number 1, was this deck competitive? I ended up getting a 75% win rate. So yes, this is a competitive deck. Very decent. I played it. It did very well when I was playing it on the ladder. It did a good job. Number 2, was this deck fun? I had a good time playing it. I like seeing all the multiple tokens come out. I was playing, the mobilized deck last night. I like that because with what is that? Delny causing the multiplication to occur. In this case, it was Elspeth doing it. Man, between Elspeth and Delny, I mean, you're putting way too much into things that aren't Elspeth creation tokens. Between Elspeth and Delny, you could just create an army every single turn. If you had something like mobilized, it would make like 100 dudes every time your dude attacked. It would be insane. Azorius Rex. Yeah, I thought this was a fun deck to play. I liked it quite a bit. It was Boros. Boros is a great way to go. I enjoy decks that have some control in it. It was maybe a little heavy-handed. I know personally I hate getting, board wiped constantly. But, if you put it all in my hands, well, I just do it the right way, not like other people. All right, yeah, so fun deck. Number 3, was this deck interesting? Yes, yeah, why was that? Because it's a Boros tokens deck, but it's been augmented with Dragonstorm, and I thought it was cool. I thought it was a great deck. I thought that the impact of the Dragonstorm card made it really cool. I love seeing all the different, the multiplying effect. That was fantastic. So far, I'm really digging Dragonstorm. I think it's really great. All right, so let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Totes. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. A+. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.